Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Think you need a mail. You ain't even eating while I'm supposed to really fail. That's why I'm always cheating, cause I feel like I'm fulfilling all those loose people. Freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money? I know. Thought he had a plan, but we before it was planned. Couldn't freak and listen, we just ran in the spot. You know, spin the block around, it's like the hill in the block. Are you irresponsible without your money? I know. Thought he had a plan, but we before it was planned. Couldn't freak and listen, we just ran in the spot. You know, spin the block around, it's like the hill in the block. She like the wheels of the clock, I go break the bat when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm jumping the bus, so they threw me under. But they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, gon' lose and then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live the blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but I'm leaving myself top two. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. There's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB. I put the pain in the past. If you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, but dash. Shake a big, told them all you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money.
You get down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you down with me, down with me? I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Hey, mama proud, got a thou on the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Nice march out with the polo. Like my style, don't y'all? Nights like this, I wish I was with y'all. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. If it gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down? Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Tree and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the suck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the suck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the suck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the suck up. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got them, how I get it. Whole path, out of blast. Can I kick it? Even
Tonight, it's the National Football League Super Bowl 55. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet, but we have made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown a champion. And all of us here at EA Sports so proud to bring you Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's a matchup full of intrigue. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, we know how difficult it is to go back-to-back in the NFL. Few have succeeded in doing so, but here are the Kansas City Chiefs, champions of the AFC yet again, trying to lift that Lombardi Trophy.
Remember, this is a franchise that played in the first ever Super Bowl. Then they ended up winning Super Bowl IV, which was 50 years prior to winning Super Bowl 54. They didn't want to win another 50 years, so they went ahead and made it back this year. What a great run for this Kansas City team.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, well, I think we can safely say the Tom Brady experiment has worked just fine. All the questions about, hey, are we really putting our faith in a 43-year-old quarterback? I think now we can say definitively that the answer is yep.
And it's always amazing that just one guy can completely change the culture of an entire franchise, and he's done exactly that. This team had a lot of good players, ready to embrace a new leader and a new direction. They've done exactly that, elevated their game, and found their way into the Super Bowl.
First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. And that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Looking from the gun, it's Brady. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Rob Gronkowski.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hardman on the return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They go play fake. Mahomes looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss next time.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 66 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be caught. So the try for 2, good. And it pushes him out to a 15-0 lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. He'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
33-yard line.
Now a draw. Play. This is Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
19-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Brady. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Frank Clark, his second sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
You brother, why?
And he'll go down this time at the 5-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here in the middle of the field, it's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. Mahomes now on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Buccaneers 3.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the drive to begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
44-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks. But
looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
3 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Hardman to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Andy Reid, never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The 30-yard line.